What's up, ladies, gents, girls with lace fronts, dudes with kids? It's the one and only You Can't Clone Me Queen, baby. And before we get into this video, make sure you go down below and subscribe to join the queendom. And if you already a part of this palace, hey y'all, hey. As you already read the title below, we're going to be getting into a fun, informative video, you know, a little razzle dazzle. We're going to be talking about Netflix new drop, which is BlackAF, hashtag BlackAF. So let's get into the video. So when the trailer first dropped, it received so much backlash being called BlackAF when, well, yeah, a lot of fair-skinned, bright-skinned, light-skinned cast members on the show. Me personally, when I seen the drop of the trailer, I was honestly really excited for it. Like, we all know that Kenya, I don't know why I keep calling this man Candy, because Kenya Barris, so confusing. Whatever. Well, everybody knows that Kenya Barris loves to have fair-skinned cast members in his shows, basically. But I look past that. Like, that's not a big thing to me. It really doesn't matter, honestly. So when I seen it, I was excited, especially when you seen like the little cameos of Will Packer, Lena Waithe, Issa Rae, Ava DuVernay, Tim Story, I think his last name is. Yeah, you see little cameos like that. The little clips that they did have in the trailer, like, it was pretty funny to me personally, and it came off from the beginning like it was gonna be like that The Office, Parks and Rec, dry humor, satire type of humor show. So I was excited to see it. Like, I like dry humor. It's like corny, cheesy, but still funny. Like, you will still get a kick out of it. So me personally, I was excited for it. So as soon as it dropped, I was like, I had my Netflix set and reminder, and I went on to watch it. And literally, when it first came on, I was like, okay, it's getting somewhere. Then the intro of it came on, and I was like, oh, okay. It grabbed your attention as soon as it came on. But when it continued and it really started, I quickly, like, my whole focus, my whole attention for it literally like went away, because it didn't give me what I really wanted it and what I needed to give me. So when I got into the first episode, it was very, it gave exactly what it was supposed to be, dry humor. I just think it was just overdone. It was overdid dry humor. Like, sometimes you just need to get straight to the point. Like, it wasn't, some of the stuff that the writers wrote, it was just too much. Like, it was okay if you would have started here and then stopped here. Like, even in the first episode, he went on like a 10-minute rant that went absolutely nowhere. Like, where were you going? Where was the finish line? Like, from that point on, I think that's when I kind of fell out from the series. But me being me, still giving the opportunity, because I'm gonna support black people. None more, none less. I'm gonna support them because that's what I do.
You want to do this? Let's do it. Let's really have this conversation. Let's really talk about this.
So basically, Kenya Barris' role is a lot like him complaining to be black, like this black person that's in the industry that's predominantly white, and he just think that he's overly black, like he's just too black. But it kind of flips, because now you're like, okay, well, I need to get my gold chains, I need to wear my Jordans, my ones, my Adidas, my Yeezys. Like, it's like I need all of that to prove to them like I'm still black, and I'm a successful black man at that. And he has a whole bunch of kids, and they're, trying to figure out life and figuring out how they is, and they all have different personalities, because they was all raised at different times within his growth and money, and as a producer, and as a black man getting famous. And then you have the wife, who's actually went to school to be a lawyer, got all her degrees, but then he get famous and he get the money, so now she's not studying law anymore, but she's more into, honestly, she's trying to figure it all out too. Everybody loved her as a character. Like, that was their favorite character. And I was like, why her? Like, why is it her? Like, because in like all the episodes before episode 5, like, she wasn't giving it to me. She was just like, she was there. Like, she was funny and she was doing her little, she had, since she met, she got a little white in her, but she also black. So she was like just trying to find that balance. So it was just that, like, her trying to find her balance between being this light-skinned mixed woman and then, but still portraying like, I'm still a black woman too. Like, don't play with me. But that's all she was giving me. Like, to me, it wasn't enough. And honestly, up until episode 5, my favorite character was Kenya. Like, even though the writers gave him too much and he did overdo his part, or I ain't even gonna say he overdid his part, he just did what the script was giving. Even though he damn near was one of the writers too. He probably wrote his own script. Whoever wrote it, it was just doing too much. But when he didn't do too much, it was like, it was literally perfect. Like, he was giving me the funny, he was giving me the dry, he was giving me like that's really how my daddy act. Like, why you acting like that? Like, you ain't gotta do all that. Like, you doing too much. You got the money, but you doing too much. Let's bring it down. You at a 10, I need you at a 2. So I loved him as a character. But when I got to episode 5, it's like the mama, she totally stood out. Like, she was so funny. Episode 5 and beyond, she was so funny. She was just giving it to me. So I see why everybody like her. So she slowly moved up as a favorite character. So if you do end up watching it, or if you did already started watching, she's probably your favorite character. Yeah, she's probably your favorite character. I made it up to episode 5, and literally throughout the film, it was some laughs, it was some giggles they had, it was some like moments that was really like capturing and that grabbed my attention. But for some reason, when I got to episode 5, that was their niche. Like, that was the episode that was like, I think that really honestly is going to take them off. Like, if you can make it to episode 5, I think that's the episode that's going to make you like, okay, well, I think they should have another season. Because after episode 5, all the episodes beyond it gets pretty good and it gets better. I don't want to say episode 5 is the best episode, only because episode 5 is the episode that have literally all the cameos and all the celebs that they expect us to like and want us to be like, okay, well, this is the episode that does good, because this is the episode that has everybody from Neil Long to Tyler Perry to Ava DuVernay to Issa Rae to Mike Epps to Kim, I forgot her last name, but like literally any and everybody you can think about was in that episode. But I don't know if the writers was like, okay, well, all these people are about to come on, I need this episode to be the best episode, and they didn't put in as much effort as they did in the previous episodes before episode 5. But that episode really hit, even beyond the cameos and beyond the entertainers and beyond the A-listers. Like, the actual message that was in that episode, it hits. Like, I don't want to tell y'all what it's about because it's a really good episode, but I do want to say that it makes a lot of sense. And the role of Kenya, like his role, like he made some good points. Him and his daughter, the daughter who's like, she's like also the main character who's doing the documentary or mockumentary. Like, she's the narrator of it all. Like, him and her, like, they made sense. And it's like, the sense that they made, they had to back it up. Like, it all made sense at the end. So I think that episode really hit, and I think that was the episode that gave them the push that they needed, because I felt like after episode 4, I was ready to stop, but I was like, no, let me keep going. So I'm glad that I did make it to episode 5, because I was able to continue on and I was able to finish it. So because I don't want to be so long-winded, I'm going to kind of like wrap this up. I just wanted to hit like a few points and give you guys a few notes on some things that I felt as I was watching the series and what I got out of it. Oh, speaking of getting out of it, I do want to say that throughout the whole film, one thing Kenya Barris will do, he will give you some history lessons that you didn't even think you needed, which I can't appreciate, because when he do it, he gives it full out. Like, whatever it is he's talking about, he's going to give it to you, and he's going to give it to you thoroughly, baby. So I could appreciate that. With that being said, I hope I kind of helped you guys kind of understand the film without really trying to tell y'all exactly what was going on. I don't really think I told y'all what was going on. I was probably kind of all over the place, but I hope y'all did like it. So if you did like it, go down below and like it. Go down below and comment. Let me know, have you started watching it? What episode did you like? And also subscribe, because if you made it this far, it was something that I got from you, or you got from me. So if you stayed this long, I captured your attention. I entertained you enough to stay. So make sure y'all subscribe. Yeah, it's your girl Queen, and I'm out.